Hey everyone, it's Tara. I am back. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back. Welcome me back. Back again. I don't know. I haven't really been up to much, you guys. I was on vacation for the last week of November and first week of December. I didn't do fucking anything and it was really amazing. I stayed up with my husband till like 5 a.m. Woke up at like 1 p.m. Played some video games. I thought I was gonna get a whole lot done, like creatively, but also it was really nice not to like have to worry about a thing. So I took advantage of that, not having to like get up, get dressed, go to work, do all that. You know, I don't know. It was kind of the ideal vacation for me, and it's gonna be hard, like maybe once things are, well, travel is possible again. I think it's gonna be hard to be like, yeah, I want to travel with my 2 weeks, 3 weeks of vacation. Like, no, I just want to sit at home, make cookies at like 1 a.m. and eat dough for a week straight. It's a good life. It's a really good life, I'll tell you what. Anyway, I wanted to share a little, well, I mean, like it's not like a brand new idea, but it's a process that I've been doing for the last week or so. I have my little brayer dude, which I got for the purpose of using the gel print mono printing? I think it is. That was a disaster. You guys can check out that video. I haven't touched the gel plate since that video. I've wanted to, but also it's like so much work to like get it out, get all the things you need, and then like hope for the best, I guess. But also this process is very similar to that. It's just not using the gel plate. So I don't know. But anyway, so I've been using this guy to make like painted papers that I then decorate mail with. So it's actually like really fun. I just use plain old copy paper. Like this is the 20-pound cheap stuff that you get. It handles the paint really well, the paint that I have at least, which isn't great. So maybe that's cheap and cheap equals okay, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. But like it works out just fine for me. And the results are pretty cool in my opinion. Like I'm a little biased, I guess, but you guys can let me know what you think after you see the stuff that I get into. Other than the little brayer guy, I have, what is this called? Bubble wrap that you can use to make little marks on a paper, because sometimes it's nice to make little marks. I have a old plastic comb I use to make like lines and stuff. And then I have this little tool that I got with my Silhouette cutting machine. It's like, it's supposed to be able to, like you're supposed to like, I don't know the word, like be able to take it off the cutting mat easily with it, but it's really good for making marks. So that's what I use it for, you know? Yeah. The other side is like, I don't even need this side. Ugh, it's stuck. It's like a tacky putty. I don't know what it's called. I'm gonna take it off actually. And it's like supposed to easily pick up like little pieces of paper. So that is what I use besides paper. I would like more tools, I guess, but I don't really have much. So I lost my paper. I found it. So I guess kind of how I start out is I pick a few colors that I want to work with. I have a few like combinations that I know work really well, I guess. I don't know. White's always good to have. I love this color. That color's really fun. I have gold and silver, which give nice little shimmery bits sometimes. I love this yellow ochre. Black just in case, as I just pull out all the colors that I have. This is my all-time favorite color right now, vermilion. You know, it's like a weird orangey color. It's really pretty though. burnt orange kind of deal. I don't know. So I really like these 4 colors together, I think, but I don't think they translate that well to actual paper. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. You can fuck it all up and start over because it's just copy paper. So I try not to be that serious about it. There's been a few times where I thought the colors would work together and they just turned out looking like crap. So I just flip the paper over and start again. So what I do is just put paint on paper and roll it around. I should really clean this thing. One of my Instagram friends told me how to clean it. And I was like, wow, that's actually easier than I thought it was going to be. Because apparently you just soak it in like soapy water. But I haven't done it yet. And I kind of like the texture that it gives the paint. So I don't know if I really want to clean it or not. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So kind of my technique is I find a color that I want to work with. In this case, I think I'm going to go green for right now. And so I do a few different shades. So I think I might just do these 2. And I just kind of put some blobs down on the paper. I know I could roll it out like on the brayer itself, but I like the way the blobs look. Like when you roll them out, it's not like a complete coverage kind of deal. Because I tried it the other way and I just wasn't that impressed with it. So, oh boy. Don't be like me, don't be like me. I do that a lot. Lots of paint. It's not a good look. Oh, and then one little tip I would suggest is having a nice space where you can roll off the little brayer guy or whatever you're using to put down paint. I don't know what else you would use. But you can also get another nice little paper out of it. So it's a win-win. I'll move this over a little bit so it's a little bit more in frame, I guess. And then I just, I roll. Too much on that one, so I'm just gonna immediately do that. So like with the dots, like, I don't know, I just like the fact that they don't do like a full coverage. Pretty sure I already mentioned that. But then you can also kind of still see them, like it's kind of soaked into the paper a little bit. So, and I think with the two similar colors, like a dark and a light, and I mean you could even do something else. I don't know. I'm not an artist, you guys. I don't know anything. I just do these things and sometimes it looks okay. And other times it doesn't. And then I try to recreate the times that it looks okay. Which is all we can hope for. And then I just do this incessantly. I find that I get like paint on the sides of it, which is probably because I'm just like, I push it down as hard as I possibly can, which is really not necessary. Oh, another tool you probably should have around is like a hair dryer or a heat tool. Mine's called Nicole. This thing is a beast. I hate it. I hate the way it sounds, but it's nice to just dry it so you don't have to like sit around. So cool. Next up, I really like the way that it kind of makes the paper feel like leathery. I don't know, it's really strange. Like you would think that the paper would just like crumble under the way the paint is. I don't know, but it like, I don't know, it gives it some oomph. After I get down my first little paint layer, I usually go in with either like white or black, just kind of a more neutral color. Then I can lay down some other color, because sometimes like when you, like I've found that when I try to go in with like another color that I think will look really good, it kind of gets muddied into the background color. So I think having like white, especially black probably not so much, but it kind of breaks it up a little bit, or at least enough that it looks good. So I think I'm gonna go with the yellow ochre with the green on this, because I don't know, I had this sitting next to me and I kind of want to mimic that. So I think I'm gonna go for that, and then maybe like a pop of like either the vermilion or like the magenta, or maybe even like another yellow thingy ding, maybe even silver. I don't know. And then with the white or neutrally splotches, I do like a line. I just do like some lines here and there. I do enough. I like to make my marks on the neutral kind of layer. I don't know. I'm just making up words as I go along. So I'll kind of show you what that looks like. So I just brayer that out a little bit. That's not really that it's not thick enough because oh my god. It's not thick enough. It's like soaking into the paper. So you want enough that it still sets on top of the paper so you can actually make a mark in it. So kind of like that. And then just let it kind of go do its thing. We'll do the comb. I'm going to do the little fat sides here. And I just do like lines. I mean, it doesn't have to be nothing serious. Then we'll do, and you don't have to do like marks on every single one. That I don't really like. Some marks here, but I probably will because why not? And even just like faint marks. Speaking of faint, the band is the best band in the world. If you don't listen to the faint, you're missing out. I was gonna say you're kind of just like who are you? Why are you watching my videos? Just kidding. Just joking. We all have different musical tastes. I understand that. I'm just making a joke. I know. But really, the Faint is like a really good band. My favorite. And I like to make marks going different ways. This one's too dry, but that's okay. So, yeah. So, it kind of looks like a hot mess right now. I know. If you do listen to the Faint, tell me your favorite song, favorite album, favorite member, favorite hat of the lead singer guy. I think his name's Todd Fink. I think he makes hats. I follow him on Instagram. Pretty sure he makes hats. Loves his hats. And then he is married to the lady from, God, what is that band name? I'll think about it. Okay, so I remember the band name. It's Azure Ray, and they were one of my big faves back when I was in high school. And I'm pretty sure they're married, and they make music together, and it's really great. So, I don't know. I've never knew that before. Like, I've always been really big into the Faint. Like, they've always been, God, one of my favorite bands. And I never, like, it was before you knew, like, really not really, but, like, before it was, like, commonplace, I guess, to, like research or like have the ability to like look up these people on like social media and stuff, obviously. I don't know why I'm talking about this. See, this is the only the one thing that really kind of sucks about using copy paper. It does sometimes rip off. It happens, but it creates texture, so it's cool. It's fine. We're good. So anyway, yes, the Faint, amazing. Todd Fink and his wife. I don't know her name, unfortunately. They make music together. I think their band is called Closer. It's amazing. Tell me your favorite Faint song, album, hat, whatever. Anyway, okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. There's a reason I usually never try to talk on my videos because I end up making 0 sense. I don't know how to speak English. My thoughts are not there. I don't know. I don't think before I speak, I guess, and then I just end up sounding like an idiot. So cool. And like little known fact about me, but me and my husband basically just communicate in screams and other noises because we both suck at speaking. In the sense that like words just don't make it out of my mouth properly. Yeah, so I have the little yellow down. One thing that I also kind of consider and eventually do is like if I do another layer of color, then I probably will bring back some of the green because it gets kind of hidden into the background. And then another thing you can consider is like, this is going to be cut up. Like, I don't intend to use this full sheet as it appears. Like I'm gonna use like half of it on like an envelope, or like, you know, like the top half or whatever, hamburger hot dog style, doesn't matter to me. So you kind of want to make like similar marks on the whole thing, and then you kind of have like it looks like really repetitive in a sense when you look at the whole thing together, but then you just have to think like it gets cut up, so it's gonna be like, if you have something really cool that you want to use, you kind of want to mimic that on the other side, in my opinion. Like, this is all just opinion, you guys. Like, this is not serious. I am not an art educator. But this is what works for me, and I just want to share my process on that. So I think I might bring back in some of the, maybe not yet. I don't know if I want, like, do I want this color? I love this color. Like, this is my favorite. One thing I also do like doing is with these especially, I get it wet on the tip, and then I just make like little circle marks, which is a good way to add like a little bit of a different color, but not like have a big splotch of it, I guess. But the key here is like, you don't want to do what I just did, because you kind of have to press it to get it wet on the little ring itself. There's probably an easier way to do this, like, let's be real. But this is how I do it, so you guys can watch me just stab this paper. So you can just put like a little bit down on another piece of paper, and then just like get it on the little ring again. I love circles. I think a lot of people love circles. They're just one of those shapes that just work kind of with everything. I've always tried to incorporate like other shapes, like triangles are also really good. Squares, I don't know, they don't really do it for me. I like the way that looks and not any other ones. I love the shape of like a hexagon, but it never, I don't know, I just never use it properly. It always just end up looking too like pristine, I guess. I like things to look a little dirty. Ugh. So again, I'm just trying to repeat it kind of throughout the paper. So like if I cut this here, then I will have a spot with that color. If I cut it here, We'll let that dry. These are a little bit, have too much paint on them, so I need to take a little bit off. I think I'm going to take it off with a bubble wrap. And then I can also just transfer the stuff I'm taking off. So there's no bubble on that side. And there's no bubble on that side. My bubble's been popped. I like the bubble wrap because then I don't have to like think about where the paint is going. It just kind of makes the decision for me. Cool, cool, cool. And I do just want to make sure all the paint here is not going to lift off when I start rolling over it again. So I just take some of my deli paper and I just use the brayer to smush the ink a little bit and see where it's still kind of wet. Because if I wanted to go in again with like white and then I rolled over that, then the white's now mixing and I don't want that to mix. So the ink will go in with some of the lighter green here. Viridian. I don't know. Colors. The colors, Duke. The colors. Let's see what that looks like. And I like kind of when it skips a little bit. I like that, kind of looks like a penis though. Let's just roll that out a little bit. Might not be able to help that. And sometimes I just turn the paper instead of, I don't know, to get a different view. I don't know, you just gotta do whatever. It's my United States or whatever. The green's not really coming through. Might need to do, I might do a little more on this. Yeah, I really love when it skips. Because I wish I could be that intentional. Like, I wish I could just be like, yeah, I just want paint there. But I'm just not that good. So I like when it just happens for me and I'm like, oh wow, that actually looks really good. So thank you. I think, I don't know if I should go in. I kind of want some more marks on this though. I don't know if that's, maybe some faint ones. This is way too dry. Kind of run the risk of like pulling up paper, but I don't know. I think this could be okay. I kind of want to do a last thing of like bubble wrap. I'm just gonna brayer this out a little bit. And I might do it in white. Just to kind of bring that up a little bit. Or the dark green. Let's do dark green. Why not? So there's no real easy way to do the bubble wrap. The way I've always done it, I think that's kind of where the jelly plate would probably come in handy, is I get like paint and then I dip the bubble wrap in it. And it's usually helpful if you have water, which I do not, to kind of thin it out a little bit so it's not as wild. So, I don't know. We'll hope for the best. Oh, yes. Bubble wrap is like, it's the best. Like, who could say no to that? Well, I don't know. I don't know what that means. But it just, I love it. I like the wrinkles that comes through. Yeah. Cool. I will call this one done, I think. So we'll just set that over there. Which you can't see where I set it, but trust me, it's over there. We'll do one more. My husband's about to get off work, so I'm gonna go hang out with him, eat some dinner. But I should be able to do one more. We'll turn this over, make sure I'm not getting green on everything. We'll do a not green one, maybe. I always gravitate towards green. I don't know why. Should I do blue? Just kidding. Let's do some yellow. We'll see what happens. I think I'm gonna do yellow, deep, medium yellow, lemon yellow. I'm gonna do these three. I don't think I've done three before. I really want to get this green off though, because that ain't gonna look nice if this is probably a very terrible idea. I don't know what I'm doing. I've just wet the green now, so now it's just like activated. Activate! And now my paper is like ruined, so I'm good at what I do. Good at what I do. Good at what I do. Alright. We're going for it. Why do I do this to myself? I have no self-control. I've never even opened this. Well, that's a fun day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. One of my friends in high school, I used to take him home. It's like I was like the only person who had their license out of my friend group. So I gave all my friends rides. But he lived in like a gated community, and whenever we got to the entrance, if the gate was like open, he'd always say, "It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood." And that has stuck with me ever since high school. It's weird. I want to, and I don't want to. I just want to smush this and see what happens. Oh, there's a lot of paint, guys. Oh, no. The green's coming through. Oh, it's not good. Okay. Well, hopefully we can just cover it up. Oh, no. Should have smushed it. Gotta get this flat. Well, if that just isn't the ugliest thing you've ever seen, I would show you my face, but you know. Well, that's a bummer. Do I want to try again? Yeah. Is the same thing gonna happen to me? Yeah. Yes. Yes. All I do is reference TV and movies. It's like a fine line because you need enough paint to like get it going. But then if you have too much, it's not good. It's not good. Okay. It's looking okay. It's looking okay. It's not looking okay anymore. That green is a force to be reckoned with. Reckoned? You ever like know that everything you say is just incorrect? I do. Oh my god. I don't think it's as disastrous. Is that a crease? I don't know what that is. Like, where does it come from? Should she wash her brayer? Probably. Oh well, we're going for it. Okay, but next question is, what colors go with yellow? To be honest, I'm Googling it right now. Because every color I look like, I feel like it's going to turn out like utter, like, crap. Big crap. So we're going to Google some yellow color combinations. And then pretend like I'm going to be able to make this work. I think like a pink would be nice, but the only like pink I have is this magenta. Oh, I clicked something. And like the purple would probably be okay, but also the only purple I have is this one. I don't want to do red because then I feel like it will just look like McDonald's. Blue and yellow, blue and yellow. Blue? What if, I don't know. Why do I do these things? Let's do, oh my god. Let's quit touching things, you stupid. This is why we keep a scrap paper on the side. Like, that's so dark. I do have other purples. Let's see. I kind of want to see what the neon's gonna look like. A disaster. How about that? It's so thin. Oh, that's good. Oh, that'll be okay though, I think. It's so thin. What the heck? We're getting weird with it now, guys. Oh, if. I don't know why I put green on this now. I want to put more of the neon down because it's so thin. trying to keep some of the texture from the brayer. It's not awful. I don't think I'm going to use the green though. I think I need something dark. Would this be too much? I feel like that would be too much. I kind of want to do like the blue. Why am I wasting paint like this? No. I already have that down, you stupid. Oh my god. I have no idea. Should I just go in with like some black? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna make some marks in the black, I think. And I hope that the black will kind of tone it down a little bit. It's kind of hard on the eyes right now. So we'll go in with that. And we'll use this tool since I haven't shown you that. And then I just do like this. I love these stupid little lines that are like in every abstract art that you can ever possibly find. They're my favorite. I don't know how normal people make them, but like, ugh, I love them. I think it's so cool. Cool. Oh. So that's how I do it. I think most people make the lines with a brush. I take the paint away, which might be illegal. I don't know. You guys will have to call like the art police on me or something. Someone call 911. Don't make it look too perfect. Add a little more on my brush, my brayer. Oh, I wasn't even using the right side. That's okay. That's fine. Like I mentioned, you have to have a pretty thick layer of paint down in order to kind of do this. Especially, I mean, if you're using copy paper at least, because the paint really does like soak into it for the most part. So, I kind of like that. I'm not mad. I might put a little bit more black here and there. Don't do that. I just lifted off all that neon paint. What is this besides awful? I feel like it needs like another color, but also I'm hungry and I want to eat dinner. And it's stuck because the back was all hooked up. So that's kind of cool. Not mad, not mad. I don't know where to put this. The back's all wet. I'll just put it over here. So my camera just refuses to record. I don't know why. So I'll just show you kind of the finished product of everything. This is the last one I did, which turned out like crap, but that's okay. It happens. I might be able to cut it up and salvage it a little bit, use some of the parts of it. But yeah, that's what happens when I experiment with colors, so don't be like me. I think this is the first one I did. I do like the way this one turned out. Yeah, great. The other disaster from earlier. I mean, it didn't turn out like complete crap, and I will definitely use this when making mail art. And then the other one I did, which is probably my favorite of the bunch because it has purple bits, and purple is my favorite. And then you can see it's kind of shiny because of the silver paint in the background. So that's nice. And I think that's all that I did. I don't see any other papers lying around. So yeah, I'd be interested to know what your go-to like color combinations are. I'd love to give them a try. If you have any tips, techniques, or if you just want to talk shit about me, do so in the comments, and I'll be there for it. Bye guys.